Good morning, Academy55. David Kahn here on Friday, the 27th of September 2024. It is now 6 minutes to 8 in the morning. Good morning to all the premium members with Academy55 and everybody else who is watching the recording later. Well, funny thing happened just now. Don't worry, it's not a joke. Funny thing happened on the way to the shops. No, it's not like that. I was in the middle of setting up for today's live, and I noticed price had got into the sell zone, and at that time that wasn't even there. It's now just appeared, so we'll mark that up. Just let me quickly do that. Put that there like that. So, price has just got into the sell zone, so I better look on here and record it for the students, take a trade. So I was in the middle of fiddling around with my recording and all that. And as you can see, this is on the 1 minute time frame. It was the fastest one I've ever had, and I didn't get to record it. Because by the time I was just about to push the record button and it went like that, it knocked me out. So we won't be recording that for obvious reasons, which is a shame, really, because then that would have taken me over my my target for the month. So we will now look for another trade, and I'll get Evil Twin to explain what's going on. Okay, so here is how to use our indicators. First, we go to our MT4 or MT5. Make sure you've got the trade assistant running and you've got the risk to reward in purple. So you change it to purple, the lot calc in purple, and you've got that all important 1% risk there. Also, you've got your MT4 template, your Academy55 template running in the background, and when you want to place a trade, you put it on lines, and then you can reverse it here, make sure all that good stuff works. And I like to keep 2 pips away before you enter the buy. So where it says SL21, this works, by the way, this works on EUR USD. On the US 100 it'll be slightly different, but we'll explain that as when we do go on for that sort of trade. But yeah, make sure you got your risk to reward in purple, your lot calc in purple. I like to have this button here in purple in case I need to close all trades. Next, I'm going to show you how you can use the Academy55 indicators on TradingView. So here is a quick 2-minute video to explain how the sell and the buy Academy55 indicator works. Here we can see a sell situation on the EUR USD on the 1 minute time frame. So what we do is we wait for the trend line to go red, the volume ribbon to go red, the wave to go red, and the parabolics are above price. Wait for all those 4 conditions. Then we get the short position tool and we put the stop loss would be there because that is the closest to the entry. Making sure you're a minimum of 2 pips away from your entry minimum. Could be a bit more than that. But the green wave turns to the red there, and that is closer to the entry. Then you go for your 2 to 1. And as you can see, that one was successful. And here we have the same situation, but for a buyer alert. So you get your buy alert. So you wait for the green trend line, the green volume ribbon, and the green wave. So all things are correct there. So you get your long position tool. Your stop loss goes there because that is the closest point to the entry, making sure you are a minimum of 2 pips away, and your 2-to-1 is up there. So as you can see, we have a winner there. Set a sell by making sure you've got your red trend, your red volume ribbon, and your red wave, and parabolic R is above price. You get into the trade there, your 2-to-1, and here is the buy version. So the parabolic R is below price. You've got your green trend line, your green volume ribbon, and your green wave, and you enter the trade there, and you get your 2-to-1. Okay, so thank you very much, Evil Twin. And as I explained, at the moment we're still operating on this sell, perhaps going down into this buy zone now. Like I say, I took a trade while we were setting up. It was too fast for me. I couldn't get to record it. But for any doubting Thomases out there, what we'll do is I will very rarely do this because I don't like showing the money, but this is a demo account anyway. So this is what I opened up 3 or 4 days ago. If I go to account history, and this is indeed that's the one I took yesterday. Note the date, the 26th. This is the 27th, and that is the one from today that I took earlier on. But we won't count that, obviously, because it happened so fast that I didn't actually get to record it. I was just about to set up. It was all going on, as you can appreciate, setting my Zoom up and everything, that I didn't have time. Anyway, so getting back to today. As of now, we are now at 2 minutes past 8. If I go on the 5-minute time frame, price is now underneath the purple line, just like the minute line, and we are going into a new sell zone that has happened. Didn't happen. It wasn't there earlier on this morning. It just arrived. I don't. So we mark that up, and I'll put another one down there just in case price breaches past there. We're into a buy zone, so we're in a very risky area. If we were to take well, we can't operate on the sell, to be fair, because we've already got the sell up there, and the next one up is a buy that we can only operate in. So this is what the buy would look like. It would have to look like, for our purposes, it would have to be up there. Like I say, minimum 2 pips away, which is there, where it says 20. That means 2 pips. Make it a little bit bigger. It's scrunched up. So that puts our 2-to-1 down to there, because we only go after 2%, as you know. But I don't think we're going to get there anytime soon, really, by the way this is going on. But what do we see here? It'll have to do that at some point, because we've got all this imbalance that needs to be addressed. And they'll do that as and when they see fit. This here might develop into a significant line. We don't know. Let's just take the indicators off a minute, and I've got time to show you the lines, support and resistance lines. So I go on to the 4 hourly time frame. As you can see now, forget that. I'll take that off. As you can see now, all this is in balance on the 4 hourly time frame. So that needs to be addressed, but that could be addressed this afternoon, even with a red flag news item. But it needs to be addressed. We got a little bit of. They might be heading down to this. Just notice this wasn't significant at the time, so that's why I didn't mock it up, but it is now. We've got a little bit of imbalance from there to there on that candle there. Let's get this tool. As you can see, no selling power on that side of the candle. No selling power on that side of the candle. The wick came down there, so that there's cells in that there wick, and that one there as well. So that cuts that portion of the candle off, but that portion of the candle has got no sell there, no sell there. So therefore, that is 4 hourly imbalance. Is price wanting to go down and mitigate that before doing what it wants to do? Or does it want to fill out the rest of these imbalances first? Doesn't really make any difference to us because it's a 50-50 in it. Because do they, again, timing, do they want to fill out that imbalance before that imbalance? Do that one first and then wait for a red flag news to disguise that they really want to fill out that imbalance later on? We don't know. But I just thought I'd point that out. So going back to putting my on the 1 minute, and here, this is where we are. Once again, this is the scenario for the buy if we ever do get one. We are heading closer into a buy zone, which is down there, look, on the 5 minute. Yeah, pity I didn't get to record that that win earlier on, but it's going to be a lot shorter video. But I mean, you're here to experience and look at what can happen in the charts anyway, so that's fine. So at the moment, I'm thinking to myself, it's going to take quite a long while before any buy develops, because we are on a deep sell, as you can see. I mean, let's see if we can get any clues from what's been said on the little round. China stock surge, best week. Well, that's China. That's got nothing to do. Yen leads as Japan's leadership country. No. Don't really understand that. Let's have a look at FX. My FX book. See if we can see any. Let me just load the page and I'll slide. Then I'll put it in on the monitor. Right, so let's have a quick gander at this. Should have done this before the actual trading started anyway, as part of your housekeeping. But Friday the 27th, we have got no official red flag news. Now that was 7:45. We had red flag on the French bit of the euro, indicated by the flag there. That's only one section of the euro. France is one of the main contributors of the euro. So 7:45. That's what that is. There we go, sorted. French come in now. So my trade started at, I had 2 minutes, but I was, well, to be fair, that because of the because it's the French, the German is the main contributor of the euro. This is another cog of, I mean, France has got, don't get me wrong, France is, but German and then France, I believe, is the two biggest contributors of the EUR, but that is just one cog of many cogs that make up the euro. So I wouldn't be, although it's a red flag, I wouldn't be necessarily too concerned about that. But as you can see, by what it did, that is basically a, oh, and by the way, that video I did the other day, here's the start of the big fall. Looking for 50%. Oh, look, it came up to 50%. That's the 50% of that move there. That's what happens when you have big moves. You put your, well, you find 50%, half of the big move, and price goes up to at least half of it. And then sometimes it goes up to the 61.8, sometimes the 71.2, and sometimes, in all honesty, it'll even go even higher. But yeah, it did that. That's the way to really find out price action and price movements and stuff like that. But it doesn't, you need to know, you don't really, with the Academy 55 system, it was designed not to have to know all these things. This is just a bit extra. It's nice to know what's going on. It gives you more confidence. Wait, don't get me wrong, you don't 100% know what's going on. You just got a better idea of what goes on and why it goes on. So now we're still going down, 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 down. But the Academy 55 strategy and indicators are designed so you don't have to know too much about that. But the more you can independently find out about these things, the more, I guess, confidence will grow in you, because you will understand things about price action and price movement a bit better. But yeah, because there's lots of things that I understand that can happen, and sometimes they happen, sometimes they don't, and that held me back quite a lot in the past, because I was too busy thinking, oh yeah, that happened, look, it went to the pip, aren't I clever? Or it didn't go to the pip, oh, why didn't it do that? Oh, because this happened or that happened. And then that takes you away from the job in hand, which is, at the end of the day, we're all here to make money. So I just designed this Academy 55 to take away all that. But at the same time, when I see something like that, I just can't help myself. And, oh yeah, it did go up to 50% and then carried on down again. So we might get a buy down here, but I can't get into that until price at least gets to this, where the wave might turn green. And in turn, all these are showing in balance, unless, of course, unless they turn around and go around like that and then go up in it. Yeah, see, it's filling out that imbalance already. So could be quite a while before we get into any sort of thing. All the while, I'd really like price to get down to here into the buy zone. it might actually tap into go past that and tap into this 4-hourly imbalance. We might see a little bit of consolidation, but usually this time a little bit more volume will be kicking in because London got an idea, bringing volume with it. So as always, we just got to be patient and wait. It's only 8:15, by the way, so lots of things could happen between now and 9. So having said all that, I'm going to open up the chat. People just talk about this, what's happening at the moment, please, if you have any questions. And I'll try and answer. So in the meantime, let's play this.
Hi, this is Steve with a very short video to show you where to get the training for the indicators and tools we use inside Academy 55. So once you're logged into the members area, you'll see in the premium dashboard this section that's entitled Start Learning. And if you click here, that'll take you through to the learning library. Now, we'll say at this point, we highly recommend you watch each of these videos 2 or 3 times to get a full understanding of how everything works. Here you'll find tutorials on using the MT4 Trade Assistant and how to use the MT4 platform with the Trade Assistant. This is the longest video you'll find inside the platform. It's around 30 minutes long, well worth your time. Watch the video once, then maybe write a few questions down that you might have for yourself and watch the video for a second time, and things will really start to make sense. By the time you watch it 3 times, you'll fully understand how everything works. So that's the longest video. It's about 30 minutes long, well worth your time. And then you can jump into individual trainings here for how to remove indicators. These videos are just a couple of minutes long. How to move MetaTrader around like you can in TradingView, Trading Assistant controls, how to do back testing in TradingView, how to draw vertical lines to mark out your hour, and so much more. And by the time you watch this video or see this video, there might be other trainings in this section. But everything here is well worth your time, and you find that, as I said a moment ago, from the main dashboard in the Start Learning section. Now, one more thing just to mention here. If you're looking for anything in particular, if you come down to the support name of FAQs, click on Get Support, and in this area you'll find a detailed FAQ section, and you can come through here. For example, if you're looking for an answer to a question about MetaTrader, have a look through these, and once you click through you'll find direct links to videos that give you answers to most of the questions that we get asked on a regular basis. So hopefully you found this useful, and back to your further training.
Right, thanks, Steve. So this is the scenario now. We are got a question. Don says I got that earlier sell 2%. I do admit I did not check the news, so did not know about that red folder. Incidentally, what I've done is if I show you this, I've gone into the back office of ftmo, and it wasn't drawn up as a one to stay away from. Restrictions, there's no restrictions, so we were entitled to go into that one. We've got one at 12:15. 3 out. Even gives you a countdown to when it happens. but no restrictions whatsoever. While we're on this, show you this. This is the one, my latest demo account, and as you can see, passed all the challenges, just using purely the Academy 55 strategy. And most of the time with you guys, some of the times I do trade at different times of the day as well, to try different things out. But using the Academy 55 strategy all the way. So things are leveling out now. So this could be a significant area. I mean, the numbers don't mean nothing as being a significant area. Just having a rest before another go down into the buy zone, perhaps. We don't know for certain. But so that's where we are. Yeah, because getting back to this anomaly here, as you can see in hindsight, yes, it was quite a big drop. 62 to that's 20 pip move in 1 minute, which is a lot. It's a lot. But because it was the euro, the French part of the euro, just one cog out of many that makes up the euro. Unless it says euro with the blue flag and all the stars around it, they are a lot more major than those, you understand. But in hindsight, it did turn out to be a pretty big drop. Hence why I couldn't get my recording onto it. But hey, there we go, not to worry. So now we're waiting for a buy. Let's go on the 5-minute time frame just to double check that there hasn't been no buy zone created up there. No, we're still on the initial buy zone. And then we got this. So what I'm thinking to myself is that price may come down to here into the buy zone and then carry on. And then I tap into this and then go up again. That's a scenario that could happen. Because, like I said, we definitely got to go and fill out all this imbalance that was created by the French news. But they could very well wait till. Have we got any red flag news? I'm sure we've got red flag news this afternoon. Just having a quick look. Yeah, we got red flag news for the US at 1:30 today. That's the next one. So they could be, and 2 at 1:30, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got 5 pieces of red flag news at 1:30 today for the US. So I'm pretty sure that maybe the red flag news they're waiting for to disguise the fact that they want to come and fill out all this imbalance. They'll go as low as they can go now, maybe filling out this imbalance here, and use that red flag news to disguise the fact that they want to go and fill all this in. That's what I'm thinking is a very strong contender for something that could happen. Of course, I'm not going to put my house on it because You never would, but these things happen. But now we are going into a buy zone. We've got another buy zone down here. Oh, and another one. Yeah. But if we don't react off the first buy zone, go on that line. It's the wrong line. Sorry, remove that. I want to put a horizontal ray. It's a different color. Put that there, like that. Right, we're now in the buy zone. So we're officially looking for the next buy. If it goes lower than that into this area here, this is all buy zone territory. And for example, if we get into a situation where we're down here and we're still in buy zone territory, I don't want to be taking a buy because we're in between two territories. And to me, I'd much rather wait for a different scenario. We've got the smooth wave HA Heikin-Ashi indicator giving us a long candle. It's basically showing up these here. This is a volume indicator also, and because of the length of them, we know that we're going for a deep sell. But this is the scenario that we want now. We've got to wait for maybe the next buy. Well done to Don. He got his 2%. And that sort of gave me a bit of a warning, even though, getting back to this again, even though it was only the French part of it, part of the euro, which is a major player in the euro, to be fair, along with the German and Italian. But one part of the euro could cause all that, although it wasn't a restriction from ftmo. So technically we could have traded that. Well, I tried to. Well, I did, but just couldn't get to record it. So it won't go towards any journal, my journal or whatever. But now we're waiting for the next buy. And what can happen and does happen sometimes, we will get price going sideways. They're picking up buy orders, and at the same time, they're tempting retail traders to put their stop losses down here, which in turn is another buy order, and they can make themselves a bit of money by doing that. And then they might get back to their own business by equalizing things once they've got a certain amount of millions of pounds tied up in stop losses down here. They might decide, oh yeah, we've got X amount of millions down here. Let's go and mitigate that imbalance, which we wanted to do all the while. And then should we carry on down to these buy zones because there might be some extra £1 million worth of stop losses down here? Or shall we go and sort out these imbalances that need sorting out? Or shall we wait till New York opens to do that? There's lots of different things that can happen. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of sideways movement for the next few minutes, maybe even the next hour, you know. It wouldn't be surprising. But like I say, if we do get down here, still activating on this sell and go down here, that's the end game for us for this hour, because we got loads of buy orders down here, and because you wouldn't be able to put your take profit with any confidence. So, for example, what I'm trying to say is, if we got down to here, if price did come down and take out that imbalance, we found ourselves in a scenario where the indicators told us to get into a buy here. That's very risky, because we got buy orders down. We know that we got buy orders down here. So what's saying it's not going to necessarily follow that they're going to take our 2% there and then go down. They might just go here and then come down again. It's too much of a too risky a trade to take. So I wouldn't want to be doing that. I'd be wanting to wait for a more clear-cut situation like this. Although we are creating imbalances here now. So it might go up and recognize that indicator there and then come down, and that's what I'd like it to do, really, is to go there and hit that and then come down and sort those imbalances, then turn around again, which takes an amount of time to do, but it may or may not. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. If I knew, I wouldn't be here. I'd be on a yacht somewhere. I like being here, though, by the way. Don't get me wrong. So here we are. Let's see if this does develop. I mean, excuse me. I just saw a buy flash on and off there, but that's risky, because if we do carry on up because of all this imbalance here. But having said that, we only want a small. We got imbalances up here, and it's a bit of a risky trade, I think, like with these big bits of imbalance here. But we've been in the buy zone. I mean, if it's bad news, if it's bad news, the US, the red flag news, if they think it's going to be bad news for the United States, then they'll probably push up to these levels here to fill that imbalance at 130. If it's good news for the US, then obviously they'll be going deeper down here, and they can keep that imbalance till maybe next week. But it's got to be filled at some stage. It all depends what they determine. If at 130, if they think it's going to be, like I said, sorry, I'm repeating myself. I won't do that. On that item anyway, I repeat myself on the fact of looking for red, red, red for a sell, green, green, green for a buy. It's good to repeat that, because that gives you muscle memory. And I don't make no apologies for that. So when you get to see it on TradingView or wherever, You don't recognize it's red, red, red for a sell and green, green, green for a buy, because you've heard me say it so many times before that it's like falling off a log, it's second nature. You don't have to even tell yourself that. It's just, it's automatic because it's muscle memory. But other things I do repeat, which don't need repeating. But there we go. Are we coming down to fill out this imbalance here, down to there, or maybe close to it before going back up again? Or have they actually, with that move there, pulled lots of other retail traders to put some more stop losses here? Oh, it's going up, it's going up. Put your stop loss down here. That's what they're saying to themselves. Stop loss is an order. They've seen X amount of more millions going down. Will they be going down to go and get new orders? Tricky, aren't they? How they actually work. But that's the thing that happens. Now, I'm glad they've done that, because if it does carry on up, at least that imbalance has been sort of filled now. So that's so there's less reason for them, if we do enter into a buy, there's less reason for them want to come down to do all that, because they've already done it with that flag there, with that candle there. But we'll see. I mean, it's all about timing as well. I mean, like I said, they could be coming down to take. They could have been fooling loads of other retail traders to put stop losses down here. It's definitely going up. It's definitely going up. They're saying, put your stop loss down here and go for a buy. Because look, you've got lots of imbalance. They know that as well. The banks know that. They can actually see how many millions of stop losses down here, which again is another buy order. So have they got enough to go down and just dip into that again, take all them? Thank you very much. And then we'll carry on up. Could be doing that. Now the parallels are as flipped above price again. Yeah, creating more volume to go down. Might decide to tap into this. But our Academy 55 strategy is keeping you all out of all of that and saving you money. Keeping your equity. That's what it's all about. So you live to fight another day. So I wonder if we have any more questions. I don't want to tell jokes. Got to be in the mood to do that. Right, so look, I've got something in chat. Don says, David, what is the suggested time for the US 100 in the afternoon? I like to go into the US 100 in the afternoon anytime from 2:30 onwards, because a lot more volume kicks in. So if you're in a trade at like 2 o'clock, sometimes it goes the other way, sometimes it goes with you, like it did on a video I did yesterday. But yeah, 2:30, the New York Stock Exchange opens. So therefore, a lot more volume gets into the market. And then you're good till like 8 o'clock in the evening, using the zones for extra confirmation. Because there's a lot more volume. You can actually see it. Let's have a look. I'll keep an eye on this. I'll keep an eye on this on another monitor, so we don't lose sight, or we might have a buy. But yeah, so if I go to NAS 100, which is that one there, go on the 5-minute time frame, show you what I mean. Here is right, okay, yeah. Price got into the sell zone here, so we do this. Hang on, sorry, what was going near there, so we may get a buy here. Sorry, back on the EUR USD, just taking points just in case we sorry, I'll come back to that if I get time later, but we are in the process of maybe reverse, keep 2 pips away, which is there. I find 2.2 is you get your 1% back. So that's the scenario for that. Of course, parabolic SAR is still above price, so we're not near there yet, and we haven't got the buy alert as such. But we're ready just in case we do get a buy alert. Right, parabolic SAR is flipped. Got a green ribbon. I reckon if price gets up to about here, then we will buy flipped on and off. So we're at a juncture where we might get a buy. Lots of imbalance up here that needs sorting out. Although we, like I said earlier, they can in fact leave that for whenever they want. Try and make this a bit bigger. Got a green trend line now. Green volume ribbon. The wave is still just about red, but as you can imagine, when price gets here, it's going to be green. If price gets there, might be fooling us out again, you know. All this imbalance has been filled, which is nice to see, really. So there's no reason, not as far as pure price action, there's no reason to get down there. The reason to get down there is to get people's stop losses, which they obviously are in Unfortunately, they're entitled to do that. So we got to stay on this in a minute. Yeah, Don, he's saying set specific times. What I do is exactly what you put down to 7 till 9 for the EUR USD, and then 2:30 till 4 sounds really good, Don. Yeah, but I'd go 7 till 9 if you can get up a bit earlier. Right, we're going to buy now. I'd like to give it a bit more room. That's where my stop loss is going to be there. Wanted to go a bit higher first. I'm going to let it go to 3 pips, I think. Let that buy really settle. Well, 2.2 pips away stop loss. It's a bit too right. I'm going to be in on that 3.4. Give it a bit more of a room. As you can see, there's is it? There's certainly imbalance on that candle there. Let's go mark that up on TradingView. $3.4, I said, and I said that. So my stop loss is there. 3.4 there. That's about where I am. 2 to 1. We'll take it up to there. Oh dear. Oh. Right. Okay. So, tricked us. Hello, Academy55. As you can see, we might be building up for a buy. It's on Friday, the 27th of September again. It's 10 past 9 in the afternoon, in the morning, rather. We had a loser earlier on, unfortunately. I had a winner here, but this before our session started. But now I had a loser so I can trade one more time, looking for a buy situation, which I thought might be building because we've been into the buy zone, nearly got into the buy zone there. So we're waiting for the next buy now. So we'll see how this develops, I guess. I'm here in readiness. We've got lots of imbalance up here, so there's good reasons for price to get up there, but we've also got imbalance I pointed out here as well, so there's good reasons to go down. So all the fun of the fair. But indeed, we are looking to maybe take another buy. Got to wait for the green ribbon, of course, and the green wave. But that could all happen very, very quickly. And then we could be in a buy scenario within the next minute or so. Could be. Or we might have more of this action. We don't know. So I will pause it there and I'll come back again if we do get this buy, because it might happen soon or it might not. Right, as you can see here, I'm ready to hit the buy. All I need is the alert. This is where I want my stop loss to be. We're waiting for the all-important buy alert, and then I can be in the trade. But getting some nervous movements. Can't do nothing out without that all-important buy alert, of course. And one could imagine it could happen very, very quickly, very, very soon. This obviously is a significant area for some reason at the moment. For a bit more volume for the buy to come in. And then by that time, we'll have the buy alert, and then it's all good. If that's how it's going to happen, don't know that yet. Could come down again. In which case, no trade, obviously. I'm already on 3.2 stop loss, which is a little bit more than I'd like, but it is what it is. I don't want to move away from the green where the wave went green, because that's a significant area for a stop loss, big barrier. So I don't wish to move away from that. So I'm just going to have to wait for this alert. And it'll happen very, very soon, I'm sure, if we keep going up. Right, I'm in for the buy. There we go. So there's where we are. Buy has just kicked in. And we'll see how this progresses. Let's draw it up on TradingView. So, on position, got in there. Stop loss was down there. A bit closer than that. 4.4 stop loss, right. So that would have to be, well, that's a 4.4 stop loss. That's there. So that means the 2 to 1 would be up there. And as you can see, we've got imbalance here that needs to be filled. But will they do that right away? That's the thing. We'll soon find out, I guess. We were anticipating the same here, and it turned around against us. unfortunately. Could be the same. But this imbalance definitely needs to be filled. And we've got bigger imbalance up here. So there is need to go up there, which is good because our take profit is in the way. But sometimes it's not always like that. Let's just do this. So look, there we go. Sorry about this. Sometimes it can be a bit temperamental. But 24. Oh, not dollars, 4. Trading view. There we go. Just a handy little tool I found on Zoom. Just to remind you that this is the MT4 version. This is the trading view version, both more or less identical. So you get to see it both times. And now all we do is wait for an outcome, either a 1% loss or a 2% gain, which is what we go for down here. Academy 55. Okay, so it took it a while to spring into action again, as you saw, but hopefully we're getting somewhere near resolution now. My 2% hopefully will be kicked in very, very soon. Just a little bit more volume, just to save the waiting about. I think it will happen. So, hopefully we'll have a bit more of a volume push so we can, like I said, we can reach our 2%. And they in turn can fill out all those imbalances that need to be filled out. Just a little bit more, please, so we can get this recording over and done with. And that could be another successful trade for Academy55. So thanks very much for watching all this, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to our Academy55 YouTube channel, and also have a look around what we do here at Academy55, make it ever so simple with the indicators that we use. No, hanging around a bit more. You know, it is over until it's over. So what I could do is also raise that to there. So I've got a little bit of money just in case. You never know. I mean, we could have a volume come down all of a sudden, and then that will destroy our stop loss. Things like that do happen. But now, even if it does happen, I've got 500 US dollars. If it comes down and takes that parallel SAR. But obviously I'm looking forward to a little bit more of a push so we can get our 2%. We're nearly there now, so close. But is this a significant area here? Doesn't mean anything to me figure-wise, but it might mean something to them, you see. So in the meantime, I'll just follow the parallel source up, just in case this is a line that is prepared to bounce. I didn't see any significant support and resistance line there. But it doesn't mean to say it's not there. It just means that I haven't seen it. Now volume's running out. So are they having a bit of a rethink to come down a bit, again a bit? So I think I can close my trade there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to close my trade there because that could have been a significant line. And I have now finished my, let me show you this. Please bear with me. One of the reasons for that is because I have, with that trade, that is my last trade of the week, indeed the month, because I was on 9%, and now with that trade, that was 1.7%. So I have now got 10.7%. I've reached my target for the month. The easy target, should I say, because I've only taken 19 trades in a month. That's not a lot at all. So that's all done. And this could have been a significant area. Indeed, it's hanging around here, so I'm not taking any more chances. Take 1.8%. Thanks very much. And that's the end of the video and the end of my trading with my target for the month. So thanks very much for watching, and cheers for now.